chicos, la semana pasada nosotros practicamos con el futuro perfecto. Y es decir, que algo habrá ocurrido para algún punto en el futuro. So that means somebody will have done something by another point in the future. So you guys maybe went in and took the Google, we don't use Google. You took the Windows form and you predicted who will have written a book, who will have designed a video game, who will have done all of these things. What will you have done? And so our next step this week is that we're learning about the conditional perfect. And conditional perfect, instead of saying will have, we're trying to express something would have happened, and this is usually in a past time frame. Like, oh, she saw somebody fall down in the street and she ran away. What would you have done? What would you have done at that moment in the past? So we've got future perfect is before a point in the future. And conditional perfect is a point in the past what would have been different. Like if I were you, I would have fill in the blank. So let's just talk real quick here. I just want to show you. So when we say habrá, that means I will have, and then obviously done something. You will have done something. Habrá. So we could say he, she, formal you, will have, right? Habremos is we will have, blah, 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 whatever we will have done at some certain point in the future. Habrán, they, or y'all will have, okay? So pretty straightforward. There. When we're doing the conditional perfect, they all mean the same thing. When I say habría, I would have studied harder. If I wanted to do better. I would have, or you would, I'm sorry, delete that. You would have earned $25 if you had mowed that lawn. This would be he, she, obviously you, formal, would have. They all mean the exact same thing. We would have done this, and they would have done that. Or, of course, you all, when we're talking to a group of people. You all would have, blah, 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 whatever you would have done. So that's the first part. We're taking this form of haber. It's ia, so it's your conditional endings, which is your habría. Habría, habrías, habría, habríamos, habrían. How do I highlight this? I'm going to try to highlight this for you. That's all right. So habría, habrías, habría, habríamos, habrían. There is the verb haber means to have done something when you connect it to a person, and when you put it in the conditional with the ia ending and the habr, it means would have what? We have to add the second part to that. So this is just like what we did last week. If I wanted to say we would have studied, I would say habríamos estudiado más. So we use this ado ending for AR verbs. Your IR verbs is ido. So ado, ido for your IR verbs, and then these are the irregulars, and they always end in cho or to. And when we use these, they're called past participles. When we use past participles with the verb haber, then we always make sure that it ends in the letter O. Remember, you always want to keep haber and the participle together, never split them up. They're like peanut butter and jelly. They always go together. So if you want to say negative, you want to put no in front of it. You want to say like, we would not have watched that movie. You would put the no in front in Spanish. No habríamos visto esa película. No habríamos visto esa. If it's reflexive, same thing. You always put your pronoun in front. So like, well, I would have washed my hands 2 times. Me habría lavado las manos 2 veces. Así, so everything always goes in front, all of your pronouns, and the word no and your negative words always go in front. And that is what you do to form the conditional perfect, to say that something would have happened. If you have questions, always send me questions. You can email me at any time and let me know.